This is 7 National News, and in our top story, the UAE Red Crescent Authority continues to provide humanitarian assistance for displaced Syrian families in the Wadi Khalid area in North Lebanon, distributing food parcels given by the Khalifa bin Zayed Al Nahyan Humanitarian Foundation. According to Emirates news agency WAM, Dr. Sally Musa Al-Tai, the Deputy Secretary General of the Red Crescent Authority for Relief Affairs, affirmed that the team has offered 500 food parcels in addition to baby milk to 500 displaced families in the Wadi Khalid area of the Akkar district in North Lebanon. He pointed out that the distribution of assistance will continue to include 500 more families, along with several cleaning materials. The RCA team has also visited a number of government hospitals in the Akkar district, feeding their needs and giving them support. The Mohammed bin Rashid AlMaktoum Foundation signed a memorandum of understanding with the UAE Board on books for young people to provide Gaza children in Palestine with 30,000 books. As a part of the Harvest of Knowledge initiative, the book donation will include various collections issued by the foundation as a part of the Tarjum and Iqra, the Translate and Read programme. The MOU was signed by Sheikha Bodor bint Sultan Al Kazmi, the president of the UAE BBY, and Adel Rashid Al Shared, the vice chairman and managing director of the Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum Foundation. The foundation is donating the books in support of the UAE BBY's Children in Crisis programme, which aims to provide books for children whose lives have been disrupted, in addition to children with special needs all over the world. Prices of consumer goods are to be slashed by up to 30% this Ramadan, according to officials, through an agreement with suppliers and shopping outlets. According to a local paper, the Ministry of Economy is implementing a drive to prevent prices from creeping up for the holy month, expected in the second half of July this year. Rashid Al-Nuaimi, the director of the Consumer Protection Division at the Ministry, was quoted as saying that a large number of suppliers of consumer items have already agreed with cooperative societies and other shopping outlets on massive price discounts during Ramadan of 20 to 30%. He added that there is also an agreement that all consumer items will be available in large quantities throughout Ramadan. There will be no shortages of any items. Travelling around the world with the aim of creating understanding and respect for great white sharks, Michael Rutzen, a shark expert and conservationist, has arrived in Dubai to spread his message. Rutzen, who started off as a fisherman in Gansby in South Africa, later became a cage diving operator in 1994, and from there drew an interest in free cage diving. A member of the white shark cage diving fraternity since its inception, Rutzen has been at the forefront of developing and pioneering techniques that are now at the backbone of the industry. Families in the UAE are in for a treat, as Michael will be giving a shark talk, followed by fish folklore, myths and more. The two-day event kicks off tomorrow, the 5th of May, starting at 10 a.m. at the Lost Chambers of the hotel, and will also include special sessions with marine animal specialists, interaction with the Atlantis scuba divers, touch and feel marine exhibits, face painting, as well as treasure hunts.
I do everything I can for shark conservation. What we need to do is educate the public. All of us on the planet need to try to keep all our biodiversity on the planet, and that includes sharks. And sharks are very close to me, so I fight for the animals.
The Marine Department at Atlantis the Palm also welcomes Rima Jabado, a conservationist who expresses the importance of protecting sharks in the GCC region as well as internationally.
As you probably know, the UAE is the 5th largest exporter of shark fins in the world. It's not necessarily because they actually get the fins in the country, but it's used more as a hub. The first step is to try and understand where these fins are coming from and what species are involved in it. Once we have this kind of information, then we can try and manage what's going on here.
And finally this evening, reaching over 5,000 children across 29 schools, the Sony Science Show provided interactive edutainment sessions in the UAE over 2 days this week and concluded today. As a part of their corporate social responsibility, Sony, one of the leading consumer electronics brands, visited Dubai and Abu Dhabi-based schools as a part of their 2-day campaign with the aim of making scientific literacy fun. The science show received high levels of interest from the children through simplified explanations and practical illustrations. Students were also given the opportunity to watch renowned entertainer and science enthusiast Soichi Nishimura, who displayed complex scientific concepts such as aerodynamics, gravity, electromagnetism and conduction in a fun-filled manner.
子供にとっては、サイエンスショー
For me, I feel for children, we have to try to make them love science more and more. So I am using very simple materials in my experiments in order to let kids get involved and be interested.
We learned about static electricity and how air can be so powerful, and like how experiments were conducted 200 years ago, and where the world is heading with all these discoveries.
It very well correlates with history, geography and mathematical areas where various calculations are involved. So lateral learning is happening here itself. So no doubt it's a leap ahead.
And up next we have the day's business news, so stay with us.